Good morning. Aloha, Claire Maxwell here. I've been writing a daily blog about what I call effortless mind in movement. And this video is a sort of an ending for the first section of that material. That material just had to do with accessing our kinesthetic awareness, which allows us to know where we are in space and has nothing to do with tension. So to be aware of where a point in the center of your head is something our brain, I guess, we don't really know what it is, but we think it's our brain. We don't really know if that's where our entire awareness resides, but we do know where we are. We have a sense, even if we don't have a visual system, we have spatial awareness, even if our eyes are not, if we're blind. So it's this sense that we're accessing. And we've established 6 points of awareness to play with. I've chosen those points for a lot of reasons, but in some ways they're not arbitrary, but in some ways the number or combination of points that you could play with are infinite. But I do have my reasons. So the points that we've chosen so far are the top, if you could look at the top of your head in the middle, right in the middle, just to know where that is. The second point, I'm going to have to start moving back in space so that you can see me. The second point is at the tip of your tail, which is it's kind of a personal spot. You can look at pictures to find it, but it goes underneath, and you're just imagining a dot right at the tip of it. That there's 2 leg points right in the middle of the top of your lower leg bone, your tibia, right there. And then the last 2 points are, I think I'm going to show you the scaling for this one because it's so interesting. The last 2 points are, you could say the word elbow, but it's a little arbitrary because elbow could mean a lot of things. It's a very complex joint. So the point I'm talking about is this lower arm bone here, the big one, the ulna, right here. And so it does that action. And the thing is that point right in the middle of the top of it is actually always free. Always free. So those are our 6 points. And today what we're going to do is we're going to begin to introduce enjoying kinesthetic awareness of those points in a particular movement. We're going to start, instead of starting with a movement form, we're going to start with a movement direction. So we're going to start with the direction of going down and going up. And so, going down is very practical. For instance, if you're going to pick something up, you might just go down like that. If you wanted to reach or go up, you would go up. And these are basic directions that we move in all the time. We go down to the floor and we come back up. Many, many dance forms, especially modern dance forms, have to do with this. Well, every dance form has to do with it because it's a basic fact of our movement life. So I'm just going to play with that. So I'm going to move back into the space. And I'm going to suggest a process that if you're at the beginning of this, it can take a little bit of time to build the capacity to track all these different points. So don't worry about it. You could just start with the first one. And so you're just aware of where it is, and you can move. And somehow, you're just going to stay with that and go down to the floor. It doesn't really matter how you do it. And once you get to the floor, you can let your phrase of movement stop. And in that place where you stop, you can just catch your own natural rhythm. Your own natural rhythm is where your energy's at today, the size and weight of your body, your temperament, your tempo, and you can just let that be down here. And if you're breathing, you'll notice that that little point at the top of your head is probably moving just a little bit. So then, somehow, you're just going to touch that awareness again and come up off the ground. And there's no right way to do it. There's an infinite number of ways. So we'll go here that you could do that movement. And so this movement of going down and coming back up is really great to warm you up. And as you do it, you can add in head and tail and knees, head, tail, knees, elbows. And it can be really fun. So give that a go and tell me how that goes. And then, I don't know what's going to happen next. Maybe we'll add in a more specific way of going down and up, but we'll see. Okay, peace and love. Bye.